Good job, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, before I introduce the Executive Director, I'd like to welcome our special guests in attendance with us this morning, including Mayor Brandon Johnson, Alderman Burnett, Deputy Mayor Gary Gatewood, Superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, Larry Snelling, Chief Mark Furman from the Chicago Fire Department, Chief Donald Walker from the Chicago Fire Department, Courtney O'Reilly and Beth Froelich from Illinois Heart Rescue, and then Dr. Eddie Markle from Region 11, EMS Medical Director from Illinois Masonic, Advocate Illinois Masonic. And next, I'll introduce the other members of OEMC's management staff who are here with us today. To my right is Dr. Sinitra Washington, Deputy Director of 911 Operations, Marianne McKeever, Assistant Director of 911 Operations, Bob Rose, 911 Fire Operations Coordinator, Matt Tokars, 911 Fire Operations Coordinator, Dion A. Tate, Director of 311, Glenn Lyman, Deputy Director of Emergency Management, Bob Lajewski, Deputy Director of our Traffic Management Authority, Dave Ramos, Deputy Director of the Operations Center, Ryan Nelligan, our General Counsel, Mary May, our Director of News Affairs, Tremaine Price, 911 First Watch Manager, Isabel Ortman, 911 Second Watch Manager, Eric Williams, 911 Third Watch Manager, and CPD Sergeant Steve Jaros. Thank you for joining us today. And with that, I would like to introduce OEMC's Executive Director, Frank Velez.
Thank you, Anna. Good morning, all. I am Frank Velez, the Executive Director for the Office of Emergency Management Communications. I wanted to welcome you to OEMC's annual Employee Award Ceremony. Thank you for your special guest attendance with us today, Mayor Brandon Johnson. I would also like to thank the family members and friends who have joined us this morning. Each year, we take time in April to recognize the hard work and exceptional men and women of the Office of Emergency Management. This includes our graduates and our award recipients. As a member of the Chicago Fire Department before joining OEMC, I know firsthand the critical role each of you serve. Your expertise is valued in our public safety partners, both Chicago Fire Department and the Chicago Police Department. This morning, we will also be recognizing our heroes under the headsets, which are you all. 911 call taker and dispatchers who've been with us since the department was first founded in 1995. 30 years ago, OEMC was created as a state-of-the-art communication facility to consolidate the city's 911 operation and improve services for the city's public safety department. I applaud their decades in services and commitment to the residents and first responders, whether you're a call taker, dispatcher, supervisor, emergency manager, or even a traffic control aide. You are members of the public safety team that protect the city of Chicago. You make me proud to be part of OEMC, in large part due to your professionalism, dedication to your critical jobs. Thank you for your outstanding services to the city of Chicago and to OEMC. And it is now I will turn this over to Superintendent Larry Snelling, Chicago Police Department, for a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. First thing, let me just say thank you and congratulations to our newly appointed director. Frank, you've just, the partnership over the years, just being out there through NASCAR, the DNC and everything else, you've always been there. So well-deserved and congratulations to Frank Velez. Like to say thank you to the mayor for being here, our deputy mayor, Gary Gatewood. And I just want to say thank you to all of the friends and family who've showed up here to support your family members. Look, the dispatchers and OEMC are always behind the scenes. And you're not necessarily recognized in the way that you should be, because I'll tell you this right now, without you and the way that you do your jobs, our officers out here could not be safe in the way that we do our jobs. And I don't want to speak for fire, but I would believe it's the same thing for them, right? But what I will say is this. I remember my first days on the job 33 years ago, listening to the radio and hearing those calls come out. Then I would also hear calls where people were asking for help, and the dispatchers were making sure that they were getting the information out so that those officers could get help in locations. These are life and death situations. I remember getting out to the 22nd District, and I remember hearing Vera's voice, right? And anybody who knows Vera knows that she was serious, and everybody knew who she was. She was the one that was making sure that we got all of the information that we needed. So what I want to say to each and every one of you is that we could not do our jobs without you. What you do behind the scenes should be noticed, and I'm glad that we're here today to celebrate the work that you do every single day. Having the mayor here, myself, Fire, and everyone else, the entire dais here, I just want to say thank you to them, because I know that the work that you do help us out there, help us out every single day. We see crime moving in the right direction. During the DNC, you guys were magnificent, magnificent, and you haven't gotten enough credit for that. So I want to make sure that you get the credit and know that we appreciate you. We appreciate the work that you do every single day. You keep us safe out there. Keep doing the work that you're doing. We're always going to appreciate you. And Chicago Police Department is always going to stand with the OEMC. So thank you for every single thing that you do.
I'll now ask Mayor Brandon Johnson to come up to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am truly honored to be here today to recognize and celebrate and honor those who have gone above and beyond to serve the people of this amazing city. I do want to thank Frank Velez for his leadership in stepping in a remarkable way. And as much as I know he's been honored to wear the uniform, it's clear that he's adjusted to his new uniform. Thank you, Superintendent, for your leadership, to our Deputy Mayor, Gary and Gatewood, and to the Vice Mayor, Alderman Walter Burnett. Every day, the Office of Emergency Management and Communications staff work to manage incidents, operate vital communication systems, call centers, and to keep our city moving. You are the heartbeat of our city. We know that the work that you all are doing every day is certainly not easy, but it is truly a pivotal resource for our residents. Our 911 call takers are talking to people during the worst times of their lives, often talking them through life-saving measures, providing support and comfort, all the while remaining calm and professional. And for that, our city is in your debt. Our dispatchers are ensuring that Chicago police, Chicago firefighters, and the care team respond to emergencies in a timely manner to prevent crimes and to assist those that are in need. Our 311 operators, Traffic Management Authority, provide vital information and support while also helping to keep our traffic moving. And of course, we cannot forget how the entirety of OEMC comes together to work with other city departments and agencies to ensure that events like NASCAR and Lollapalooza and all the amazing festivals and gatherings that take place in Chicago are successful and safe. It was because of your efforts, collaboration, and hard work that helped us to host one of the safest, and most successful Democratic National Conventions. And I have to take a quick moment to just shout out OEMC's recent announcement of their partnership with Illinois Heart Rescue, which has resulted in Chicago leading the nation in 911 assisted bystander CPR equity. There's an applause line in my speech there. Boy, I didn't really nail that one right. But I am grateful that of all the things that the city is known for, to be on the front line and to lead the nation around how we provide equity, particularly at a time in which equity and diversity and inclusivity is being attacked. And so please know that we are also grateful for the work that you do for the residents in this city. As we get closer to the 4 months of summer, we get to enjoy every single year. I know that your workload will increase. It's not lost on me that you all are working hard to not only save lives, but you are changing lives and uplifting and supporting people when they need it the most. So I want to offer my sincere appreciation and congratulations to all of this year's much deserving award recipients. On a very personal note, it's been several years, but I can recall the day as a sophomore in high school where we had to call 911 when my mother collapsed of a rare heart disease. And I can tell you there's nothing more comforting than knowing that there's someone on the other line that is empathetic, sympathetic, and understands their assignment. And particularly to all of the brave individuals that show up for the families of this city every single day. Just know that I love you and I'm grateful for all the hard work. So I want to thank all of our OEMC employees for their hard work and dedication to this city and your indelible services. The work that you are doing truly is moving us that much closer to a better, stronger, and a much safer Chicago. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I now ask that Dr. Sinitra Washington come up to the podium to kick us off and present this year's graduates.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Anna. All right, first, before we begin the graduation portion of our program, we wanted to take a pause for a brief moment of silence to remember our 911 colleagues that have passed in the last year. PCO2, Amanda Rowe. PCO2, Eric Warren. PCO1, Robert Chambers. Their contributions to the public safety in the city of Chicago will never be forgotten. So now, a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Now, we will transition to our graduates, the reason why we're really here today, and our promotees and our celebratories today, okay? The following candidates have successfully completed their training to serve as the police call takers and dispatchers for the city of Chicago. On behalf of the city of Chicago, we congratulate you on completing your training. So let's start with our police communications operators, number 1, Andrietta Scales. Aisha Davis. Not her.
Nope. Wolfstall. Sorry.
Arthur Wotal. It's okay.
Initials on
Gomez. PCO 2, Ariel Gomez. Yeah. PCO 2, Samantha Garcia.
Yes. Hang on.
PCO2, Vanessa Hayward. PCO2, Jamaica Siggers.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. This one.
Yeah.
PCO2, Brianna Woods Gage. And now we're going to switch over to our graduates for supervising police communications operator. I'm proud a little bit. Supervisor Bianca Smith. And now for our communications operations manager, Charlita Hayes. And now I will turn the podium over to my fire friend, Bob Rose, to present this year's graduates from the 911 Fire Operations.
Good morning. Fire operations graduates, the following candidates have successfully completed their training to serve as fire call takers and dispatchers for the City of Chicago. On behalf of the City of Chicago, we congratulate you on completing your training. For Fire Communications Operator 1, Jessica Extel. Amelia Diamond. Catherine Fitzsimmons. Kirsten Jacobson. Declan Wall. I will now turn it over back to Anna Statham.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Our final 911 promotee that we would like to recognize has nearly 20 years of experience with OEMC across a wide variety of roles, including dispatcher, watch secretary, and supervisor for both the 911 floor and over our training and investigations divisions here at OEMC. Congratulations to Dr. Sinitra Washington on your promotion. On your promotion this year to Deputy Director of 911 Operations. I will now turn it over to 911 First Watch Manager Tremaine Price to kick off our presentation of employee awards.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
On behalf of the entire First Watch supervisory staff, I'm very proud to present the First Operations Awards. First being a Team Performance Award. On 16 November 2024 at 03:27 hours, while acting in a call-taking capacity, PCO2 Brittany Edingberg received a 911 call from a frantic woman stating that she was awakened by someone who was breaking into her apartment. PCO2 Edinburgh utilized the details to follow function and sent the event to the zone for dispatch. While on the call, the victim was able to convey that she could hear two men moving around and she was positive it was not her roommate with whom she was actively texting, as he was currently not at home. Zone 4 dispatchers PCO2's Ariel Williams and Leslie Lackey dispatched beats 1881 Frank and 1881 Charlie, meanwhile updating the event with all the new details obtained from the caller. As PCO2 Edinburgh continued asking the caller for valuable information, she was able to get the caller to verify her address and notify officers of the correct unit. Sorry. PCO2 Edinburgh obtained the caller's permission to allow officers to make forced entry. Upon forced entry, officers noted the back door was open and the offenders had fled the scene. Officers safely found the caller and guarded the scene. Officers created a report for a home invasion and ordered an evidence technician to the scene. And because of the quick thinking of these 911 employees, a situation that could have been catastrophic had a safe outcome and no one was harmed. Thank you for a job well done to PCO2's Brittany Edinburgh and Leslie Lackey. Oh, okay. Okay, and for our next team performance award, on 21 November 2024, PCO1 Leslie Carlisle answered a 911 call from an off-duty police officer who was involved in a traffic accident. As the off-duty police officer attempted to speak to the other driver, he noticed the occupants of the vehicle were wearing masks and armed with guns, so he dialed 911. PCO1 Carlisle answered his call and immediately created an event as a 10-1. Assigned to Zone 8 at the time were PCO2's Simone Peterson and PCO2 Patricia Griffin. PCO2 Peterson dispatched beats 442, 414, 421, and 420 Adam. For over 10 minutes, PCO1 Carlisle used details to gather the information for the responding units. As this incident grew more dangerous, the offenders continually fired gunshots at the off-duty police officer multiple times from several locations. PCO1 Carlisle remained calm and kept assuring the off-duty police officer that assisting units were on the way to help. At the same time, on Zone 8, PCO2 Peterson continually updated the responding units from the radio of the police officer's location. PCO2 Griffin notified the Illinois State Police and Zone 9 for additional assist units to help locate this off-duty police officer. Eventually, Beat 420 Adam was able to locate the police officer, but the zone did not immediately know his exact location. PCO2 Griffin was able to use the GPS location information on the CAD map to locate the stopping point of the chase at 2200 East 130th Street. PCO2 Peterson immediately broadcasted the GPS location of 2200 East 130th Street, and the other assist units quickly arrived on scene. It should also be noted that supervising police communications operator David Martinez and SPCO Christine Kane responded to PCO1 Carlisle's red light activation. SPCO Martinez then went to Zone 8 and SPCO Kane remained assisting PCO1 Carlisle. Both supervisors worked together to ensure the communication between the off-duty police officer on the phone and the assist units on Zone 8 remained constant until the incident was ended safely and all three offenders were placed in custody. So, thank you for a job well done to Police Communications Operator Leslie Carlisle. And PCO2 Pat Griffin. And with that, I will now turn it over to Second Watch Manager Isabel Ortman for the next awards.
Good morning. Thank you, Tremaine. All right, let's get this started, right? Team performance on the 3rd of January 2025 at 9:16 hours. PCO1 Lisa Jameson answered a 911 call from a hotel desk clerk. The clerk advised PCO1 Jameson that she just received a call from a person identifying themselves as a police officer from Indiana. He was inquiring if a specific man was staying at the hotel as a guest and warned them that not only was the man wanted for murder, he was armed and dangerous, and that the hotel staff should stay away from him. PCO1 Jameson interviewed the caller and obtained the offender's name and location inside the hotel and created an event for the zone to dispatch. While utilizing details to follow, PCO1 Jameson requested the police to respond to the hotel to look for the person wanted. Assigned to Zone 4 at the time were primary dispatcher PCO2 Angela Plosky and secondary dispatcher PCO2 Wendy Fuller, along with the relief PCO2 Anna Rice. PCO2 Angela Plosky immediately dispatched Beat 1834 and Beat 1830 to the scene. Realizing what a potentially dangerous situation this can turn into, all 3 Zone 4 dispatchers worked together to ensure additional assist units were assigned to the scene, and Beat 1831, 1824, 1882 Zebra, and 1823 also responded. Assigned to Citywide 1 at the time was PCO2 LaDonna Comer, who heard about this event and decided to broadcast the information over Citywide 1. PCO2 Comer confirmed that a CPD sort unit was aware of the situation. Several minutes later, 1899 arrived on scene and requested that a CPD sort unit respond. But due to the quick thinking of PCO2 Comer, the sort unit was already on the scene. At 9:59 hours, the offender was located and detained without incident. Due to the actions and teamwork of these employees, this potentially dangerous event was brought to a safe ending, and an armed murderer was taken into police custody without any injuries to hotel guests or police officers. Thank you for a job well done. PCO2 Angela Plosky. That's it, right? Oh, okay. Great job. Team performance on the 13th of January 2025 at 10:51 hours. PCO1 Yolanda Hamilton answered a 911 call from a maintenance worker at an apartment building in the 500 block of East 33rd Place. The worker told PCO1 Hamilton that she had just discovered an empty apartment with an explosive device, a rifle, and some bottles of unknown chemicals. PCO1 Hamilton continued to interview the caller about what was uncovered and transferred the 911 caller to OEMC Fire Communications while creating an event. Assigned to Zone 7 at the time were primary dispatchers PCO2 Sharon White, secondary dispatcher PCO2 Kimberly Galem. PCO2 Sharon White immediately dispatched Beat 271 and Beat 210 to the scene. As this event rapidly unfolded, PCO2 White and PCO2 Galem displayed teamwork as they worked with the first responding CPD officers that arrived on scene to keep everyone safe. Beat 220 began to set up a mobilization point in the parking lot of a nearby Jewel and requested more police officers to assist in safely evacuating the 13-story building while securing the perimeter. PCO2 Galem made notifications to OEMC Fire Communications, the CPD bomb squad, and the CTA for bus reroutes and warming buses to respond to the scene for the residents of the building. Once all the residents were safely removed from the building, the CPD bomb squad technicians entered the apartment and discovered a rifle, 6 sticks of dynamite, 6 bricks of C4 explosives, and several small vials of an unknown liquid. Thankfully, CPD bomb squad technicians determined the objects were safe and posed no threat to anyone. The resident of the apartment was taken into custody for a weapons violation. Once the building was deemed safe, all the residents were allowed back into their apartments. This incident lasted over 7 hours and required the work of many PCOs, including both zone and citywide dispatchers, to assist in bringing this incident to a safe conclusion. Due to the actions of PCO1 Yolanda Hamilton, PCO2 Sharon White, PCO2 Kimberly Galem, PCO2 Amy Lovell, PCO2 Karen Jezikowski, PCO2 Candace Fowler, PCO2 Katrina Reed, PCO2 Bianca Brown, PCO2 Crystal Johnson, PCO2 Terry Watkins Jr., and PCO2 Venetia Finkley, this potentially dangerous event was brought to a safe ending. Congratulations, job well done. Oh, yeah, sorry. Police Communications Operator Sharon White. PCO1 Yolanda Hamilton, who took the call. PCO2 Amy Lovell. And PCO2 Katrina Reed. Okay, another team performance. On the 11th of February, 2025 at 9:23 hours, PCO1 Colleen Keene answered a 911 call from a woman asking for help, with obvious sounds of a struggle in the background. Armed with an address obtained from the Annie Alley information, PCO1 Keene used details to follow while immediately creating an event to send to the zone. While PCO1 Keene attempted to obtain the exact address of the caller, she was able to determine that the woman and her children were being prevented from leaving a house by a male offender. For over 2 minutes, PCO1 Keene attempted to obtain the caller's location as sounds of violence could be heard in the background. Eventually, the call disconnected before she could obtain the correct address. PCO1 Keene called the number back. She was never able to obtain the exact address of the 911 caller. However, she took note of the name on the voicemail. Assigned to Zone 8 at the time were PCO2 Pat Griffin and PCO2 Simone Peterson. Zone 8 immediately dispatched 431 to look for the 911 caller. Due to the violent nature of this 911 call, Zone 8 also assigned multiple assist units, so Beat 434, Beat 424, and 445 also responded to the scene. Both PCO2s were working together to keep the responding officers updated with the newest information and help find the victim and her children. PCO2, Pat Griffin, used the name from the voicemail and sound decks to obtain the correct address of the woman in distress. Eventually, everyone involved was located at the address obtained by PCO2 Patricia Griffin. The mother and her children were rescued from a violent situation, and the offender was arrested for domestic battery. Due to the actions of PCO1 Colleen Keene, PCO2 Patricia Griffin, and PCO2 Simone Peterson, this dangerous event was brought to a safe ending. The victim and her children were rescued, and a violent offender was placed into police custody. Each one of these operators displayed true professionalism, dedication to duty, communication, and teamwork. The three operators involved in this incident are a credit to the Office of Emergency Management and Communications. Job well done, PCO1 Colleen Keene. Sorry. PCO2 Patricia Griffin. And I will now turn this over to First Watch Manager Eric Williams. Sorry.
Team performance. In the dynamic year of 2024, the Third Watch achieved an extraordinary milestone by handling a total of 1,398,917 calls, demonstrating an impressive efficiency rate of 92%. While the call takers and dispatchers are the frontline communicators, it is equally important to recognize the dedicated individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes on the operations floor. These skilled supervisors coordinate the complex orchestration of our response efforts, monitoring ongoing events, ensuring there is ample manpower to tackle various situations, and meticulously managing breaks and lunch schedules to keep the team energized. Their ability to conduct roll call training and devise engaging games fosters a collaborative atmosphere, making challenging shifts more enjoyable. Additionally, they are the crucial link in running phone traces for those who find themselves lost or in distress, responding to threats of suicide or bomb incidents with a calm, steady hand. Their responsibilities extend beyond mere logistics. They also serve as compassionate counselors to employees navigating their own personal battles, offering a listening ear and support to those who may feel isolated in their struggles. The year was vibrant and eventful for our great city of Chicago, marked by significant happenings such as the historic Democratic National Convention, NASCAR weekend, perplexing instances of unusual flooding, the vibrant celebrations of Mexican Independence Weekend, the culturally rich Sueños Festival, and the exhilarating Lollapalooza. Amid a backdrop of immigration-related incidents, including the urgent new arrivals missions, our SPCOs consistently rose to the occasion. Not only did they, not once did they let the operations floor down, their reliability and perseverance were unmatched. Throughout these challenges, the SPCOs demonstrated unwavering commitment, never uttering a word of complaint, even when their well-deserved days off were canceled. They selflessly contributed their own resources to fund uplifting events for Telecommunicators Week, a testament to their dedication to improving morale and fostering a sense of community within our team. It is an honor to take this opportunity to express profound gratitude to the Third Watch supervisors who served so diligently in 2024. Your hard work, passion, unwavering support have made a significant impact on our operations and the people we serve. You are the extraordinary team that rocks, and your dedication and contribution does not go unnoticed. Supervising Police Communications Operator Patrice Johnson. Supervising Police Communications Operator Maura Moroni. Supervising Police Communications Operator Felicia Johnson. Supervising Police Communications Operator David Carr. Supervising Police Communications Operator Kiana Gildersleeve. Supervising Police Communications Operator Raven Baldwin. Team performance. PCO1 Christy King received a call from the assistant principal at Jones College Prep High School after receiving an email regarding an individual in the building who was armed with a gun and plans to start shooting within 10 minutes. PCO1 King immediately created an event and notified a supervisor of the situation. PCO2's Taylor Frederici and Michelle Homey were assigned to Zone 4. Primary dispatcher Frederici broadcasted the event and began sending officers to the scene. Citywide 1 PCO2 Alexander Simkin began dispatching SWAT units to the high school. Around the same time, PCO1 Randy Kimura received a call regarding a bomb threat at Jones College Prep and gathered all important information to be sent to Zone 4 for further updates. A 1st District Sergeant arrived on scene confirming a bona fide active threat. PCO2 Homey continued to update the event with additional information and made proper notifications to the front desk regarding the incident. PCO1 and PCO2s manning the 911 lines received numerous calls from scared and worried students and parents sharing information from the scene to be gathered and sent to the officers at the school, including PCO1 Orlando Moreno, PCO1 Diana Harris, PCO1 Janine Godbold Hannah, PCO1 Sharonda Lacey, PCO1 Arlena Torres, PCO1 Philip Peters, PCO1 Angel Smith, PCO2 Casey Behringer, and PCO2 Victoria Wisniewski. Citywide PCO2s Alexander Simpkin, Terry Watkins Jr., and Amy Lovell assisted coordinating citywide assigned units to the event, and PCO2s Christine Izagari and Levon Woods ensured proper notifications regarding the event were made. All parties working together ensured the safety of students and staff by clearing the school and escorting students from the classrooms and out of the building. Job well done to all OEMC members involved. Police Communications Operator 1, Sharonda Lacey. Police Communications Operator 1, Angel Smith. Police Communications Operator 2, Victoria Wisniewski. Police Communications Operator 2, Amy Lovell.
Sorry. I don't know. I'll get it. You'll get it to me.
Police Communications Operator 1, Angel Smith. You in already? Okay, all right.
She gets the next one. That's
All right. Award of Merit. PCO1 Angel Smith. There we go. Received a text relay from an upset mother requesting a well-being check for her 1-year-old son. The caller was unable to speak. The father decided to keep the son 2 weeks longer than what was agreed and refused to make any contact with the caller. The caller was extremely worried about her son. Recognizing that the caller had a speech impediment, PCO1 Smith remained professional and was determined to help the caller. PCO1 Smith expressed a high level of care as she continued to text the caller during the entirety of the 12-minute call, gathering as many details needed to send help. PCO1 Smith was able to calm down the caller. Though the police were sent, the caller was able to notify 911 on a second call, indicating she was able to contact her son. Because of PCO1 Smith's dedication, professionalism, patience, and great communication skills, you are awarded the Award of Merit. Thank you for a job well done. OEMC is lucky to have a hidden gem like PCO1 Angel Smith. And now I will turn it over to 911 Deputy Director, Dr. Shanitra Washington, to present the next award.
Thank you, Eric. Hello again. The Marcia Atkins Award recognizes accomplishments that have been significantly influenced by the OEMC's mission and have allowed the OEMC to better serve the city of Chicago. Marcia Atkins was a police dispatcher at OEMC for 15 years, and she was tragically killed while leaving her shift in July of 2011 when a vehicle was struck by a offender who had a stolen car, and he was fleeing the police while under the influence. Marcia was a wonderful person, and she was a passionate employee whose memory lives on for all those who knew her. This award may be given to any individual that has been significantly advanced in the OEMC's mission and continues to demonstrate exemplary behavior that models OEMC core values. This award serves to acknowledge watch managers Jeannie Chaton Watson and watch manager Eric Williams. for their awesome leadership that they demonstrate daily. Their behavior and attitudes are consistent. You want me to read it to you? Okay. They're consistent. And that is what makes them genuine, okay? They have a reserved, professional, and fun-loving aura about themselves. They are pleasant and understanding. They listen to understand and not to respond unprofessionally or with negative emotions. They demonstrate a true, genuine human side not found in many leaders. Third Watch employees engage in full participation for whatever events that Jeannie and Eric put together. They make coming to work enjoyable. It is apparent that almost everyone responds to both leaders in a positive manner. Jeannie and Eric demonstrate compassion and patience, a given attitude, and their understanding, and they're just all around the best of the best as leaders. They are always willing to make the call takers and dispatcher work days as pleasant and comfortable as possible. Great leadership such as theirs is a rare thing, and the Third Watch team is lucky to have them as managers. I didn't write this, they did. So, communications operator, manager, Eric Williams. Job done. Thank you. And now I will turn it over to Sergeant Steve Jaros to present the next award.
Good morning. Chicago Police Department's Vehicular Hijacking Task Force at OEMC would like to acknowledge the exceptional performance of the named dispatchers as follows: Lauren Greco, Albert Marley, Alexander Simpkin, Mary Opt, Amy LaBelle, Rosalinda Rivera, Angela Plasky, Jean Torres, Natalie Balducci, Jennifer Datro, Terry Watkins Jr., Jose Acevedo, Corey Hayes, Kelsey Deenan, Ramona Perkins, Marissa Leeser, Marcos Torres, William Perez, Brittany Bertucci, Carl Williams, Jason Martinez, and Bianca Brown. In all, these dispatchers work directly with 5700 Adam, the hijacking team in the operations center here at OEMC, coordinating and dispatching during 30 operations that took place in 2024. These dispatchers identified calls and alerted the 5700 Adam team, who were able to notify units and input the license plate numbers with immediate results. These dispatchers related information and communicated with helicopters and Illinois State Police airplane, getting pertinent information and directions, guiding the officers on the ground. It's not easy to keep the radio communication and notes separated. However, the dispatchers kept their professionalism and displayed their dispatching expertise, assisting to help capture dangerous individuals. The excellent collaboration between the mentioned dispatchers and teams directly resulted in 286 arrests, 70 guns, and 469 vehicles recovered during these missions. We at the Hijacking Task Force will continue to work directly with all of the OEMC staff to better protect the city of Chicago, its residents, and visitors. In the year 2024, we are proud to say that carjackings were down approximately 26%, directly crediting this coordinated effort. We are proud to nominate these OEMC dispatchers for a team award. Thank you for your support, hard work, exceptional team effort, and coordinated action during the performance of all your duties associated with the carjacking pandemic and beyond. On behalf of Central Investigations, along with Commander Andrew V. Costello, Lieutenant Gus Vasilopoulos, Sergeants Peter Emilio, Tony Berg, 5700 Adam team, the Vehicle Hijacking Task Force, and myself, we are honored to nominate the aforementioned dispatchers. Thank you for a job well done. PCO2, Amy Lovell. Sorry, Amy. PCO2, Rosalinda. Rosalinda Rivera. PCO2, Angela Plasky. PCO2, Jennifer Datro. PCO2, Jose Acevedo. PCO2, Corey Hayes. PCO2, Marissa Leeser. PCO2, Brittany Bertucci. Thank you very much. I'll now turn it over to Matt Tokars from 911 Fire Operations to present the next award. Thank you again.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Steve. Today we're going to introduce a Team Performance Award. On the morning of February 2nd, 2025, Ambulance 10 was on the scene of a female stabbing victim. While working, paramedics came across the radio asking for CPD assistance right away for a kidnapping in progress. FCO2 Keene sent an event to the zone requesting immediate assist. Ambulance 10 and Field Chief 457 relayed vital information about the volatile situation to FCO2's Bull and Keene, Federici, and Ranocchio, who in turn relayed the added information to the zone dispatchers Satali Romero and Ariel Smith, including a description of the offending vehicle, its direction of flight, license plate, and as well as a description of the missing child. Multiple face-to-face relays with SPO Sue Jarvis on up-to-date information continued. CPD was able to locate the child, who was ultimately returned to the care of the mother at the hospital. Due to the quick action of all involved and the coordinated teamwork of both fire and police dispatch operators, the child was found to be okay, and all responding units were kept safe. It was a job well done by the FCO2s on documenting and taking control of the radio and relaying accurate information to the PCO2s and supervisors that brought the situation to a safe conclusion. And here to accept the Team Performance Award is PCO2 Ariel Smith. Second award is going to be a commendation for one of our fire call takers. On February 18, 2025, FCO1 Amelia Diamond received a call from a citizen reporting a 62-year-old male having a seizure. Keeping in mind that FCO1 Diamond had only a few weeks on the job after completing her call taker training. She answered this call for help and was painted a picture of a normal seizure like many calls taken every day. If not for her keen ability to pick up on background comments overheard during the ensuing commotion, the outcome of this event could have been very different. During triage, the caller was asked several times if the patient was breathing and breathing normally, and was told yes. But a person in the background could be heard saying, "He's not breathing." When FCO1 Diamond caught this information, she immediately confirmed with the caller and advised to get the patient on his back, while beginning CPR instruction until fire crews arrived on the scene. It was reported by the crew on Ambulance 53 that the patient was in cardiac arrest, and since CPR was initiated by FCO1 Diamond, the patient's life was saved. Thank you for a job well done. I'm now going to turn it over to the Executive Director of Illinois Heart Rescue, Courtney O'Reilly.
Good morning. Today, I am honored to represent the ILHR team in recognizing the contributions of some extraordinary individuals at OEMC. This award ceremony celebrates those who go above and beyond in their commitment to saving lives, particularly in moments of crisis. Imagine a situation where every second counts, a cardiac arrest, a moment when a person's heart unexpectedly stops beating,
In Chicago, when someone calls 911 seeking help, the first voice they hear is a dedicated telecommunicator from the OEMC. These remarkable men and women are not only professionals, but licensed lifesavers, providing critical medical instructions over the phone and transforming despair into hope. Among the most challenging calls they face are those heartbreaking moments when a loved one is found unresponsive. Fortunately, thanks to the expertise and quick actions of fire desk call takers, more people than ever have been able to start chest compressions within 90 seconds of receiving the call, far quicker than the national average. This swift response has led to the saving of hundreds of lives in the last few years, from 3-year-old children to beloved 78-year-old grandfathers, even a mother last year saved by her own son on Mother's Day. These are people who live and work in Chicago, and people who are simply passing through on vacation. Call takers are not only assisting family members in rendering aid to a loved one, but are even encouraging, successfully I'll add, concerned callers to perform life-saving CPR on strangers, people going for a jog on the lakefront and helping another runner they see collapse. For people calling 911, it is often the worst moment of their life, but our OEMC call takers will answer that call over 100 times in just one shift. Please join me in recognizing the following individuals for their incredible impact and life-saving achievements. Each of them was involved in multiple neurologically intact cardiac arrest saves in the last 12 months. I won't be reading incident summaries because I wasn't going to ask Anna for half an hour. But just know that the individuals that we're naming account for over a dozen people. So, FCO1 Declan Wall. FCO1 Darlene Senna. FCO1 Chris Edwards. And FCO1 Jen Giblin. Not here this morning, but we also want to mention FCO1 Erica Diamond, FCO1 Hector Pimentel, and FCO2 Brian Fogario. I think Region 11 EMS Medical Director, Dr. Markle.
Thanks, Courtney. We would be remiss if we didn't say a very special thank you to Executive Director Velez for really embracing our mission of Illinois Heart Rescue, which simply put is saving the lives of the citizens of Chicago. His wholehearted embrace has really helped us further our mission, and we're really looking forward to working with you in the future to accomplish great things. So thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. All right. I guess I will now turn it over to Director of 311, Dion A. Tate, to present the next award.
Good morning. Okay. Before I present this next award, I want to thank the 311 management and administrative staff for coming over to today to support Janae. I appreciate you. I will be presenting an award of merit. As a communications operator 2, Janae Taylor plays a vital role in training new staff. Over the past few years, she has not only excelled in her responsibility, but has also become an essential member of our training team. Like many city departments, we have faced challenges due to employee turnover, requiring us to do more with less, including training new hires while managing staff shortages. Communications Operator 2 Taylor has been instrumental in ensuring the successful training of multiple classes of new hires. She consistently demonstrates flexibility and dedication, willingly adjusting her schedule as needed to be available for each training session. She takes the lead in preparing all in-class training materials ensuring they are current and relevant for both new hires and existing staff. Beyond classroom instruction, sometimes serving as the only trainer, Janae provides one-on-one shadowing and refresher training as needed. As new hires transition to the operations floor, she collaborates with management to conduct periodic evaluations and assessments, further reinforcing her commitment to success. Her dedication, expertise, and unwavering support have made a lasting impact on our team. We deeply appreciate her contributions and consider ourselves fortunate to have her as a valued member of our department. Congratulations, Communications Operator Janae Taylor. I will now turn this over to Emergency Management Deputy Director Glenn Lyman.
Okay, we're almost there, but we still got a few phenomenal people we need to recognize. Afif Marouf is receiving an award of merit for his exceptional contributions to developing and maintaining the City of Chicago's comprehensive continuity of operations, better known as the COOP plan. His dedication, expertise, and leadership in ensuring the city's resilience in the face of any emergency or disruption exemplifies the highest standards of public service. Afif Marouf was entrusted with the critical responsibility of managing a robust and adaptive COOP plan that will ensure the continued operation of Chicago's government, even under the most challenging of circumstances. This task was particularly crucial in 2024 as Chicago prepared to host the Democratic National Convention. Through his strategic vision and tireless work, Afif and stakeholder partners successfully developed a plan that addressed a wide range of potential risks and ensured that essential services can be delivered without interruption. The creation of this COOP plan was no easy task. Afif meticulously coordinated across multiple city departments, engaging stakeholders at every level to identify key operations and resources, assess vulnerabilities, and design contingency procedures. His work resulted in a cohesive and efficient framework that provides clear guidance for maintaining public safety, protecting infrastructure, and ensuring the continuity of services that are essential to our city residents. In addition to his technical expertise, Afif demonstrates outstanding leadership and communication skills. He facilitated cross-department collaboration, ensuring the COOP plan was comprehensive and adaptable to changing circumstances. Afif also took the initiative to train staff, conduct simulations, while continuously updating the plan to reflect emergency risks and best practices. Afif's work has significantly enhanced the City of Chicago preparedness and resilience, providing a solid foundation for the city to continue functioning in a crisis. His contributions have safeguarded the city's operations and ensured its leadership is equipped with the tools needed to respond quickly and effectively to unforeseen events. Afif Marouf's vision, leadership, unwavering commitment to public service has indelibly impacted the City of Chicago, setting a new standard for resilience and preparedness in local government. Senior Emergency Management Coordinator, Afif Marouf. DNC Team Performance Award for the OEM team. Starting in 2023 and through 2024, OEMC worked alongside the Secret Service, the Chicago Police Department, the Chicago Fire Department, other city agencies, and key partners to coordinate the citywide public safety and security plan around the 2024 DNC. During the DNC, OEMC served as a hub for the city's public safety and communication efforts through the Emergency Operations Center and the Joint Information Center. Our emergency management team was at the heart of this operation. Whether you support it in the field, at our EOC or OC activations here at the OEMC, in the MAC, at Guaranteed Rate Field, or through sustaining our other concurrent operations, your leadership and collaboration were critical. You addressed the many challenges we faced during this historic event head-on, to include street closures, communication issues, traffic impacts, logistical resources, asset staging, and many other public safety considerations that arose throughout the week. We recognize that everyone had their fingerprints on the planning for this event, including the field canvassing, leading and participating in the many planning committees, and securing additional resources for the city. You each played an essential role in ensuring the overall safety of the DNC. For these reasons, we are awarding a team award to the following individuals. Thank you for the hard work, the time spent away from your family, and your dedication to supporting 24/7 operations at OEMC and the city. We are grateful for your support, commitment, and professionalism. Nate Lopez, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Okay. Lee Fan, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Veronica Martinez, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Elizabeth Arroyo, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Beverly Carrington, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Afif Marouf, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Carrie Carlson, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Adriana Sanabria, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Elvin Childress, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Rosita Alicia Zink, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Shekinah Jones, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator. Kayla LaRiviere, Manager of Emergency Management Services. Matthew Dowdy, Manager of Emergency Management Services. Matthew Laniak, Manager of Emergency Management Services. Lastly, Chris Patino, Manager of Emergency Management Services. Yeah. Chris will also be receiving a separate award of merit for his leadership throughout the year of planning that he spearheaded for OEMC in the city. This award recognizes the sheer amount of time and personal effort that Chris dedicated to preparing the city for this historic event. Across dozens of committees, hundreds of meetings, and across multiple public safety exercises and workshops, Chris was the driving force behind the success of this event. Thank you, Chris. I will now turn it over to Shanitra Washington to present the next award.
Yes, I'm back again. All right. The DNC Award Recognition Pin for 911. As previously referenced, the Democratic National Convention took place in Chicago last year. It was a historic event that was acclaimed as a resounding success, due in large part to the public safety personnel who supported the event. We want to acknowledge and thank all OEMC employees who made the DNC a success, especially our 911 call takers and dispatchers. That's what we got. All right. It was their dedication behind the scenes that ensured that the safety of our city throughout that week. We want to especially acknowledge our dispatchers who supported the event. Your strong dispatching skills helped to ensure seamless operations on the ground, as well as the safety of all involved. We received rave reviews from our partners in the field from CPD, the Operations Center, and the Emergency Operations Center regarding your contributions over the radio. Please know that each of you played an essential role in ensuring the overall safety of the DNC. In recognition of your hard work during this event, your management team will distribute uniform pins commemorating your hard work throughout this event to our call takers and dispatchers all in this upcoming week. Thank you. And now for the real good part. As we round out the ceremony, we want to recognize the OEMC employees amongst us who have been with us since the creation of this department in 1995. Yeah. We ask that you come up for a group photo to commemorate the 30 years here at OEMC. Watch Manager, Isabel Ortman. PCO1, Jazid Khan. PCO2, Deb White. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. PCO2, Vera Emerson. PCO2, Ann Clancy. PCO2, Patricia Griffin. SPCO, David Martinez. SPCO, Maura Maroney. David's on his way down. Okay, Supervisor Martinez is on his way down. Okay. All right, and finally, we wanted to allow space in the program to invite PCO2 Minka Giles to the podium. As a part of the Employee Award submission process this year, Minka submitted a touching write-up regarding her colleague, PCO2 Deb White, who is our most senior dispatcher here at OEMC, and she will be retiring this year. Ladies and gentlemen, PCO2 Minka Giles.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all the awardees. But my partner, PCO2 Deborah White, has served the city of Chicago since 1985. She started as a teletype operator at 1121 South State Street on the second floor, and then onto the OEMC as a PCO2 in 1995, where she has been ever since. PCO2 Deborah White, affectionately known as Digital D, has been a dispatcher for OEMC for 30 years. She has been a regular on Zone 11, my apologies, for over 20 years. Her dedication, commitment, and significant contributions to the OEMC and the residents of Chicago are second to none. PCO2 Deborah White has at some point met everyone who has worked for OEMC. This is evident through her photos. PCO2 Deborah White has been nicknamed Digital D for her love of photography and has over 20 photo albums depicting events and employees over the 40 years she has worked for the city. Not only does Debbie take pictures, but she also creates photo books for all retirees so they can have a keepsake for their time at the OEMC. In addition to the photos, Debbie has kept every invitation, obituary, or article from every employee she has met over the years. To say it's amazing that she keeps up with all of this is an understatement. Debbie has so many photos in books and on her phone that even Siri can't keep up. I promise you, we tried. At last check, she had over 100,000 photos on her phone. Really about 200,000. Debbie is also an avid news reader and reads the Sun-Times daily. And when I say she reads it, I mean the actual newspaper. Not only does she read it, but she also marks up the articles in color pens, make comments on every page, and you can find her every day with her newspaper and 5 to 6 ink pens. And don't think she doesn't share. She texts everyone everything they should know. Debbie has been through numerous administrations and has been around through all of the highs and lows. She saw those who have succeeded and those who are no longer with us, whether that be through retirement or as life has it through death. Debbie is not immune to the crimes that affect families. And in April of 2013, she lost her own son due to gunfire. Her devotion to public safety only grew stronger after this, and she dedicated her life to helping the residents of Chicago. Debbie, a devoted mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, has played an active role in raising her grandchildren, who are her life's loves. Debbie is also known as Mama Deb, and everyone looks up to her and loves her dearly. This is evident also by the frequent visits to the zone to dip in her candy jar, which is almost always full. Her specific attributes, such as wisdom and knowledge as a PCO2, generosity, her support for her coworkers, and contributions has significantly impacted the OEMC and the residents of Chicago. Deborah's impact is not just limited to her seniority, but also extends to the heart of every employee at OEMC. She is a beloved figure, a mentor, and a friend to many. All deeply feel her presence and influence, making her an integral part of the OEMC family. We are deeply, deeply, deeply grateful to your service, for your service, PCO2 Deborah White, tenderly known as Digital D. Your dedication, your resilience, your impact on the OEMC and the residents of Chicago will always be remembered and cherished. PCO2 Deborah White is an excellent employee, a tremendous asset to the residents of Chicago and here at OEMC. Collectively, we thank you for your years of service and dedication to this department. Congratulations.
too young to have worked 40 years.
Okay, thank you for hanging in here with us today. We appreciate it. As we conclude today's ceremony, let's give a round of applause to all of our award recipients for a job well done. I would also like to issue a special thank you to our awards committee who put together today's program, including Julie West, Laura Sakis, Morgan Moore, Therese Kordoleski, Jim Gergoni, Mary May, Shanitra, Marianne, thank you. Before you depart today, I would like to make a couple announcements. First, we ask that all award recipients please stay in this room for an additional 5 minutes for a big group photo. And lastly, we invite all of you to enjoy refreshments and preview the emergency response vehicles outside the building in the parking lot, courtesy of the Chicago Police and Fire Departments. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Thank you.